everyone, welcome. Good afternoon. My name is Victoria and I'm a local representative of Center on Candela here in Atlanta. And we are here today at Dermatology Affiliates in Buckhead, and we're going to be doing a live demonstration of the UltraShape Power treatment today. So some of you may have heard of UltraShape Power, and if you haven't, we're very excited for you to learn more about it with us. Daisy is the technician here, and she's going to be performing a treatment on Kiana here. Basically with UltraShape Power, the most important thing to keep in mind is that it is a very, very comfortable treatment. It uses pulsed focused ultrasound energy to selectively target and destroy fat cells. So the abdomen, a lot of people complain about belly fat, very stubborn, sometimes resistant to diet and exercise, no matter how hard we work out and how healthy we eat. Sometimes we can't get rid of that little belly bulge, and that's exactly what UltraShape Power is designed to do. So we are going to be treating an abdomen today, but we also are FDA cleared to treat the flanks, which is like the muffin top area, as well as the thighs, inner and outer thighs. So they do treat all of those different areas here in the office. The abdomen is probably the most popular treatment, but what's really unique about it is that we don't use any type of applicators or suction. All we're using is an ultrasound handpiece, so we can treat the full abdomen with each pulse. UltraShape Power is one of 3 devices that is FDA indicated in the United States to actually destroy fat cells, not just shrink them or reduce the size, but destroy them. So we use a pulsed, focused, mechanical type of ultrasound to cause enough friction in the fluids surrounding the fat cells to implode them. What happens after that is they spill into the body, and they're cleaned up and processed through the liver and the lymphatic system. So you can see Daisy has our handpiece here, right, gliding along the patient's abdomen. Are you feeling any discomfort or heat? What are you feeling right now?
No discomfort at all. It kind of feels like a slight tingly, almost tickly sensation, and it's a little warm, but not uncomfortably warm.
Yes. A lot of patients say that UltraShape Power feels almost like a cell phone vibrating on your abdomen. There can be a little bit of warmth as well, but it is very, very comfortable. It was actually rated a 0.07 on a scale of 1 to 10 for pain. So if that's a concern for you, this is a great treatment option to consider. It is a 3-2-1 treatment protocol, which means it's a series of 3 treatments here in the office, spaced 2 weeks apart for at least 1 inch reduction. And when we talk about 1 inch of reduction, we're talking about the subcutaneous fat layer. That's sort of the soft, jiggly fat layer that a lot of us have on the abdomen or the thighs. That we're targeting into that subcutaneous fat and only destroying fat cells. We're not affecting any surrounding anatomy. None of the nerves or blood vessels are affected in any way. So it's very, very rare. In fact, I've never actually heard of any lingering numbness or nerve damage. So Daisy's going to be able to treat the entire abdomen today, and then in 2 weeks she's going to come back for her second treatment, and then 2 weeks after that for her final session. The nice thing about the comfort level here is that she can really just relax and enjoy the afternoon. She's not stressing or in pain at all. A lot of patients even take a nap, chat with Daisy, right?
Yeah. An interesting conversation.
Yes, of course, of course. So like I mentioned a bit earlier, other popular areas include the thighs as well. I know they do quite a few treatments on the thighs here in the practice. You know, the outer thigh is very popular, the saddlebag area. When we reduce that subcutaneous fat, it really changes the silhouette and the structure of the body. That's exactly the goal with body contouring. You know, it's not for weight loss. It really is more just to improve the shape of your body and to improve those problem areas that frustrate all of us. So she's just applying a little bit of ultrasound gel. It's simply to help the handpiece glide around on the treatment area. So if you could see as closely from my view, you'd see that there is no redness, no bruising occurring. Her skin is actually going to look totally normal, no downtime whatsoever. She can really continue with her regular activities. If she wants to go to the gym, nobody's going to be able to tell that she had a treatment done. So each pulse there that you can kind of hear the buzzing, and you can see Daisy's gliding the transducer around. Each pulse is delivering about 1.5 centimeters beneath the skin right into that fat layer. It's delivering mechanical ultrasound energy to destroy fat cells immediately. Fat cells are actually some of the weakest membranes in the body. So when we cause enough acoustic pressure from the transducer of UltraShape power, we can quite easily rupture them. It's almost like a water balloon, right? We're going to cause the implosion of fat cells immediately with that delivery of ultrasound energy. It's a really very unique science on the market. This is the only device that exists and is FDA approved to use ultrasound energy for the purpose of fat destruction. It's very customizable, so during your one-on-one consultation, you'll be able to really select which area of the body bothers you and what you want to treat. We are fortunate that we can treat the full surface area of the abdomen, inner and outer thighs, of course, I mentioned, as well as the side abdomen. We call those flanks or love handles. Very, very popular area to treat with UltraShape power as well. Consultations are free here in the office, so I would definitely suggest, if you're considering body contouring, there are a few different options out there on the market. Dermatology Affiliates has certainly selected the best of the best, and UltraShape power is by far the most comfortable laser treatment option here in the office.
So we have a question coming in. It says, how many treatments are recommended? Is it possible to lose more than one?
More than 1 inch.
Oh, lose more than 1 inch.
Yes, it's definitely possible. 1 inch is really the minimum. Kind of depending on how much subcutaneous fat you have, obviously, it's going to affect the amount of change that is inflicted. But the typical protocol is a series of 3 sessions spaced 2 weeks apart, and we found about a 32% reduction of subcutaneous fat with that protocol. So 3 sessions is really kind of the norm. 32% does look different for a lot of people. 1 inch, I've seen up to 6 or 7 inches. It really depends on your lifestyle as well. As with any body contouring treatment, if you're gonna diet and exercise and eat clean during your sessions, you're only gonna make your results better. So we do recommend maintaining your healthy lifestyle throughout your series. I've seen true transformations happen when people kind of kick it up a notch and really take it to the next level, but that's certainly not something that is required. Within that series of 3 treatments, you can definitely inflict about a 30% change in that fat layer. So now that we're nice and close, you can see there's no redness, there's no swelling or pain. She's not even really going to be able to tell that she had anything done, which is very important for people. We have busy lifestyles. We don't want to have that downtime. We don't want to have soreness or numbness. That is completely avoided with UltraShape power. Doesn't hurt, and it is, again, one of the 3 devices that the FDA has indicated to destroy fat. So you're in good hands. You know that the technology is very reliable. It's just a matter of when you're ready to make the change and come into Dermatology Affiliates.
Another question, do the results last longer than, say, an infrared body wrap, or is it similar?
The results definitely last longer than a body wrap. A body wrap is going to be a very, very temporary type of result, right? It's really going to be more so for fluids. UltraShape power is technically permanent. Once we've destroyed fat cells, they cannot regenerate. So this is a permanent form of body contouring non-surgically. People ask me, well, what if I gain weight? Are my other fat cells going to enlarge? That is kind of what can happen, is if you gain weight, you have other fat cells in your body. We're not removing 100%, so you want to avoid weight gain, of course, in order to maintain your results and make them last as long as possible. But it is technically permanent. So Daisy, what's your favorite area to treat with UltraShape Power?
Well, I think I've mastered the thighs. I actually like the thighs.
Absolutely. It's a super popular area. So many women are frustrated with their thighs. And UltraShape is another very important thing that a lot of patients are concerned about, is the possibility of irregularities when looking at body contouring, whether it's liposuction or other alternatives. People are afraid, what if they don't look the same? What if things don't look even? That's something that we really, really perfected with UltraShape, because we're treating a central layer of that subcutaneous fat and not right there under the skin. There's no risk for irregularities. It's almost like if you think of your fat cells as like a ball pit at McDonald's, we're removing a central layer so that the overall volume shrinks. So it's really important when we talk about thighs that we make sure we avoid irregularities, ledges, inconsistencies, things like that. That's never going to happen with UltraShape Power. It is a very, very consistent treatment, and it's more so what they recommend for thighs here in the practice.
I have a question.
Sure.
When can I expect to see results, like the
That's a great
final
question.
results?
Yeah, absolutely. So about 50% of patients notice a difference within the first 2 weeks, so after their first session. But your optimal results are going to take a little bit of time. It's not immediate. We're relying on your body's natural process. So typically your best results is going to be 12 weeks after your third treatment. So we're going to have you come in obviously for your 3 sessions, and we'll take pictures and we'll monitor progress. But your final after pictures are going to be 12 weeks or about 90 days after your third session. So anytime we're destroying fat cells without surgery, without removing them from the body, we have to wait a little bit for your lymphatic system to process them through the liver. And that's why we recommend that you drink a lot of water and really maintain hydration during the series so that your lymphatic system can be more stimulated and we can process those wasted, dead fat cells quicker. So as you can see, we do use straps here along the abdomen. The purpose of those is to gather as much tissue to the surface as possible so that we can treat as much fat with each session as we can. Because we're not using applicators or anything like that, the straps help to bring it all to the surface so that we can make sure that we deliver enough ultrasound energy across the entire abdomen to get the best results possible. Yeah, so Daisy, I'd love to hear from you a little bit why you all as a practice have decided to not only bring in UltraShape Power, but we had UltraShape originally. We upgraded to the new UltraShape Power to offer the best possible options for the patients. But how do you see it fitting into your patients' needs?
Well, first of all, it's totally customizable, as you mentioned earlier. And
Yes.
we want to give our patients a choice to choose from. So with this one, you can get areas that may not fit with the cool sculpting.
Right.
And it is totally customizable. We can get in the areas no matter how small they are. We're not limited to an applicator to decide if a patient can or cannot have this treatment. So it is a variety of different things that you can do with this treatment. And almost anyone can have it done.
That's true. That's very true. There's very few health risks associated with it. You know, it is a very, very safe and effective treatment for fat reduction. And it's a nice alternative to co-sculpting. They do have that here in the practice as well, very popular treatment, but it's not for everybody. UltraShape Power really opens up more candidates because it is so customizable, and we can treat larger areas as well as smaller areas too. Little pockets of fat, little stubborn areas are also treatable. Are you feeling anything? A little buzzing?
Still the buzzing, still the cell phone buzz.
Yes, exactly. That's a really great analogy people say all the time. It feels like a cell phone sitting on your stomach vibrating. But overall, just relaxing, taking a nap, destroying fat cells, it's kind of a win-win, huh?
Yeah.
No patient actually take a nap.
Yes,
And this one is
exactly.
much quieter than the original,
Yes,
so
it
it's not
is.
a loud buzzing. The patient will fall asleep.
Absolutely.
There's no pain or discomfort associated with it.
Yes. So I've mentioned a couple times, but I'm going to say again for anybody who's joining us, this is the UltraShape Power device. It is for permanent fat reduction for abdomen, flanks, and thighs. We're using mechanical ultrasound energy to rupture fat cells. It's a series of 3 treatments spaced 2 weeks apart. Typically 1 to 3 introduction is what we see. A pant size or 2 is very common, but I have seen patients get even better results as well. So it really depends on your goals, what you specifically want to target. They do offer complimentary consultations on this product here at Dermatology affiliates. So that's definitely something that I would recommend to see if you are a great candidate and to get all of your specific questions answered. But as far as a non-painful, very comfortable, long-lasting body contouring option, UltraShape Power is definitely the premier choice here in the practice. So all in all, we've been treating for about 15 minutes here, and we're halfway done. So I'd say treatments do last anywhere from 30 to maybe 45 or 50 minutes for those larger areas, but it is a relatively quick process. So you can come in on your lunch hour, or whenever you have a spare 30 to 45 minutes during the week, you can come in for your sessions. And again, you're not going to be red or swollen, you're not going to have bruising. So that's a really huge benefit if you want to go work out that night, or if you have something on your itinerary, you're not going to be affected at all, you're not going to be swollen. It's very much a no downtime type of treatment. You can hear the buzzing, I'm sure. So with each buzz, we're delivering that mechanical ultrasound energy about 1.5 centimeters beneath the surface of the skin, right into that subcutaneous fat layer to selectively target and destroy fat cells. Fat cells are very weak membranes, so we cause, through acoustic energy delivery, we cause what we call cavitation, but really what it is friction and vibration in the surrounding fluids to cause those fat cells to implode. And once they implode, your body naturally processes them through your liver and lymphatic system. So it is a very natural treatment as well. Obviously it's non-surgical, so there's no incisions or anesthesia required. Our patient's not numbed in any way. Very, very comfortable treatment.
Our patient is falling asleep every day.
That's
Quite
right.
comfortable.
And Daisy has actually been performing UltraShape in the office for
4 years.
4 years. So Daisy is one of our expert technicians, absolutely, in the Atlanta area, but really nationwide. She's one of our most advanced practitioners, so you know you're in really, really good hands when you come in for your treatments with Daisy at Dermatology Affiliates. Of course, it's summertime and it's bathing suit season, so you know, a lot of people think, oh, is it too late to get my body contouring treatments? Should I wait until the fall? You know, the beauty with UltraShape Power is that no one's going to be able to see any visible signs of treatments. You're not going to be red, you're not going to have bulges or swelling. You can get these treatments done and go to the beach in between. You're not going to have any downtime. So that's a huge benefit. You know, summertime is a very popular time to get body treatments done, and I highly recommend going for it now because your results do take a little bit of time. We talked about that earlier. Full results is going to be 12 weeks after your third session, so we want to make sure that we get started in time for you to get those optimal results. We're super excited to also invite everyone that's viewing with us today to our Lunch and Learn event on June 20th here in the office, here in the Buckhead location at Dermatology Affiliates. It's a Lunch and Learn event. It's going to be lots of fun. We'll do live demonstrations. We'll have a wonderful presentation and food, and we'll have some special pricing and giveaways. So we definitely recommend you RSVP for June 20th. For our UltraShape Power Lunch and Learn. So some of you may be wondering about pricing. Really, the pricing is going to depend on the size of the area that we're treating. So the larger the area, the higher the cost. So it is going to be priced based on consultation, but it does vary. Daisy, what do you see sort of the average range of pricing for UltraShape Power in the office?
Per treatment is $1,000 to $1,500.
Okay. So for the series, you're going to be at around the $3,000 mark for the series of 3 treatments. So you can hear the pulsing, you can hear the ultrasound energy delivering into the abdomen. You can see there's no redness at all, no irritation, because all the action is happening underneath the skin, right in that fat layer. This is truly the only option. You know, if you're looking for actual destruction of fat cells and long-lasting results, obviously it is a bit of a commitment financially, a commitment of your time, but if you are looking for longest-lasting results and truly the most comfortable, less downtime body contouring treatment, then UltraShape Power is certainly something that you should explore. Yep, we're at about 80% done, so it's been 20 minutes, not too much time. You know, we say the average treatment time is about 35 to 45 minutes. Again, the larger the area, the more we can treat, or the more time it'll take to treat. But that's really the beauty of it, is that it is so customizable. We can treat larger areas. Or we can really customize and select pockets of fat that you want to treat. You know, I have even seen patients that have had liposuction done and they have some inconsistencies, and we really want to focus on different segments of the abdomen. We can completely customize for you. Also, those patients that are very thin, have minimal amounts of fat, obviously like our model here, we can treat those patients as well. You really just need about 1 inch of fat. So if you're sitting at home and you're thinking, am I a good candidate? If you can pinch an inch of fat, then you are definitely a great candidate for UltraShape Power. So Daisy, if someone wanted to book a consultation with you and learn more about UltraShape Power, what days are you available here in the office at Buckhead?
I am here Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday.
Awesome. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, Daisy is available at the Maple Drive location of Dermatology Affiliates to answer all of your questions about UltraShape Power. There's also another advanced technician here in the practice that does UltraShape Power treatments named Sonia.
She's here on Mondays.
Who's here on Mondays. Yay! So we've got every day covered, really just depending on your schedule. Of course, we can accommodate you. Our lovely patient snoozing away, enjoying her UltraShape treatment. This is a huge factor for a lot of patients. Whether or not you've explored cosmetic surgery, you know that a lot of things can be quite uncomfortable. So it's really nice to have a laser that we can be confident is effective, it's working, it's doing its job, we're destroying fat cells, but it doesn't hurt. You know, it's a non-thermal method of ultrasound energy, and that's really why it's completely pain-free. We're almost done destroying fat on the abdomen. Yay! Who wants fat? Nobody.
We have another question coming in. What should be done to maintain results?
What should be done? Drink plenty of water. We don't ask you to change your routine, but we do ask that you, if you can increase your physical activity, then we always want you to make healthy food choices.
Yes,
Those
absolutely.
are the things that we want you to do to help maintain your results.
Yeah, so once, like I kind of said earlier, once we destroy fat cells, they can't regenerate, they can't come back. So in that way, this is definitely a permanent treatment. You know, as long as you maintain your healthy lifestyle, resuming your typical caloric intake, stepping up your exercise a little bit, stepping up your hydration, drinking extra water, you're gonna get phenomenal results and they're gonna last. So we definitely wanna make sure that you come in for your individual consultation so we can get all your questions answered here at Dermatology Affiliates with Daisy. Thank you so much for joining us. I do hope to see you at our Lunch and Learn event June 20th from 12 to 1 or 2, however long the party lasts, at noon, to learn more about UltraShape Power with us. Thank you so much.